Welcome back with a bit of Raw Talk. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a recap of the Cerrone versus Hernandez fight, as well as the TJ Dillashaw and Cejudo fight. So, in my preview, I said that I only commented on those two fights because they were the ones that interested me the most. I was kind of interested in the Greg Hardy fight, which was a disappointment. I personally don't think he'll ever fight in the UFC again because of that idiotic disqualification, but also he did not look up to UFC standard. So unless they give him a lot of time to develop, I don't think he'll fight anytime soon. Um, in my preview, I said that Cerrone would win by TKO, and he did. And I went with TKO because his stand up is at another level um, when you compare it to Hernandez. Cerrone also has decent wrestling, which I knew would help him to keep the fight standing. And if he ever was in trouble in the stand up, he could have taken Hernandez down to try and submit him. But essentially, during the fight, you could see that Cerrone forced Hernandez into a Muay Thai fight. It was all stand up, it was all in the clinch, and that's where Cerrone really found some great success with that knee to the body. Um, I hope that Cerrone gets a big money fight next. He deserves it more than anyone. Most wins in the UFC, most amount of fights in the UFC. He deserves someone like a Conor McGregor next. Um, I would also be up for a Dustin Poirier fight with Cerrone. I think Dustin is the one that's sort of left out at the moment, and he doesn't really talk bad or smack to anyone on social media, so he's sort of quiet. And I feel like Cerrone and Dustin could be a great fight to watch, and it would sell. I think it would do well. It will get people to watch it. Um, and then there's a good fight that I never thought of, but Kevin Lee called out Cerrone after the fight on Twitter, and I never thought about those two fighting before, but now that I am thinking about it, I think that would also be a really good fight as well. So, plenty of options for Cowboy. I hope he gets the one that pays him the most. In the main event, you had Cejudo versus TJ Dillashaw, and again, my gut feeling and my head was saying to me Cejudo will win this fight. Even though TJ Dillashaw is one of my favorite fighters to watch, I think his skill set overall is probably top three in the entire UFC roster. But I just felt like Cejudo had this in the bag because, well, first of all, I feel like Cejudo is very underrated in terms of the pound for pound rankings. I think he's a phenomenal MMA fighter, and I think now after this fight he will get the true credit he deserved. I think after that Mighty Mouse fight, people were sort of he was lucky. Some people thought he lost that fight, but I think this fight showed everyone that he truly is one of the best. Um, I also said that TJ's weight cut would be too much. That was the main reason why I chose to go with Cejudo. I thought, and you could see it. I mean, TJ does get hit at bantamweight. He does get um, hit by big shots, and he would go down, but he's never like knocked out or stunned. But you saw that today, and his strength was affected. Like in that first 20 seconds or so, Cejudo literally just pushed him, and TJ was down. So I feel like his strength and his chin were drastically impacted, and that's what I said it would happen. Um, he also kind of complained about the stoppage, which I don't agree with. I thought it was a good stoppage. a few more shots and he would have been knocked out. You can see that he gets knocked down, tries to get back up, and as he gets back up, he's fully stunned because Cejudo hit him with like 4 or 5 shots and they all connected to his chin. So, uh, yeah, it was. The ref did a really good stoppage because if that went on for another 5 seconds, he would have been fully knocked out. So, I get he's a competitive guy and but just take the loss. It's okay. I still feel like the flyweights will get cut because I just don't see Cejudo fighting at 125 for long. He's a big flyweight. He's a very powerful flyweight. He carries a lot of muscle. So I think he's already calling to fight TJ at 135. So, and now that he has already beat TJ, he might feel like, hey, if I can beat TJ, the bantamweight champion, I can beat anyone at bantamweight. And you know what? I wouldn't put it against him because he's that good. I really believe that he's that good. But yeah, it sucks for the flyweights because these guys, I think, they'll have to go elsewhere or step up, and it's annoying because they have families, they have bills, they have a passion to be a flyweight champion. So it's annoying for them, but I just think I think the UFC have already made their mind up about the flyweights. But I also feel bad for some of the bantamweights now. Someone like Marlon Moraes and Asensa, who are actually fighting soon. The winner of that fight is not guaranteed a title shot again. And you thought, okay, when these two fight, the winner surely fights Dillashaw. But now that Cejudo beat Dillashaw, it's kind of, I think he's the next in line. So it's annoying for them as well because I really like those two guys. I think they're very, they're really great bantamweights, and I think they would give TJ a serious trouble if they ever fought. So yeah, I will do a short preview for that Brazil card coming up, which is headlined by Moraes and Asensa. And it also features Moicano versus Jose Aldo, which would be a great fight as well. So I'll see you for the preview on that one. Like the video if you like it, comment, subscribe. See you next time.